What's up, everybody? Welcome to this week's episode of the B3 Podcast. I'm your host, Brett. I got Chris, the artist formerly known as Heavy C. We got Matt GPT. And Tanner, the comeback kid, is back from his vacation. A whole week.
Oh, yeah. It was nice.
Yeah, I've done that twice ever.
I had my phone on airplane mode the whole fucking time.
That was nice of you. What if your house was on fire?
What can I do from here?
Worry about it?
Yeah.
No.
How come you don't have a tan?
Let it ruin your trip.
You do have a tan?
Yeah.
Look at his hands.
Yeah, it's not just a tan, it's a lifestyle.
Oh, okay.
We have our show partners, Elite Nutrition. Check them out at EliteNutritionOmaha.com. Use code B3 at checkout.
It's you pasty
off.
fucks. I look like a black guy.
You know what? We're not even going to talk about Elite Nutrition anymore. Fuck those.
Elite who?
Yeah, we got Rosewood Block to make the best cutting boards and barbecue, fully customizable.
Free shaker.
God, go to the store. You go to the store in Omaha or Lincoln, and you'll be B3.
Get a free shaker.
God, we got D&D beef. Local to Omaha, but they ship nationwide. Check them out at dndbeef.com. Use code B3 at checkout for 10% off there. And we have Omaha Barbell, the real Midwest mecca of everything. I think that's it, yeah.
Get monsters.
Did we get everything?
You can get monsters here for 2 for $5.
Yeah, Monsters 2 for $5.
Or 1
2
for
for
3.
$5.
Or two for $3 if you ring it in wrong.
Yeah.
Yep.
2 for $5.
Yeah.
Don't get hustled by Brett. He's trying to make dollars out there.
Well, got to keep the doors open somehow.
Yeah.
$1
$1
at a time.
$1 at a time.
Yeah, we're talking. We started this shit show 3 years ago. 3 years ago tomorrow. Yeah, we just sat at the desk.
That desk.
That desk was
side.
over there.
All huddled around,
Yeah.
smelling each other's breath.
We didn't video it though.
No.
You weren't here for the first one though, right? You were here for the second one.
Yeah, I was
Chris?
here for the second one. I wasn't on the second
No,
one.
you just sat in the background.
Yeah, sat in the background.
Yeah,
Smelled
Yelled
the
from
air.
the background.
yeah,
Right? You didn't even look shit up. You were useless.
Yes. Still am.
yeah.
I got to keep the trend going.
Not going to start now. It's been fucking 3 years.
Yeah, no reason to.
Yeah, because what are we at? We're like 200 and some episodes, something like that. 214.
It's a lot of yapping.
Yeah, a lot of hours. A lot of hours of minimalistic learning. I think we've taught people a lot of stuff. Whether they really wanted to know it or not, we taught
Right.
them.
Yeah.
It's true.
What's the most viewed episode? Or most listened to episode? Is it still the old ones? The old ones?
think Ed's pretty up there.
That's pretty up
He's
there.
like 400 some.
Let me see.
I like the one clip that we tagged Call of Duty.
Yeah, that short one.
That
Crazy.
short went through the
Oh,
roof.
yeah. Let's see. Most popular. Actually, this is just audio-wise. The Norwegian 4x4 has got 309 downloads.
It's a lot of disappointed people.
See,
Yeah, but it's only downloads. We know that's...
don't you
How
have
come it
another
doesn't-
thing?
Yeah, can it show you how many people?
I thought you had
clicked on it
another-
or something.
Well, yeah, you can log in on some of the different stuff, and it'll
Yeah,
show you.
we don't care about downloads.
But yeah, but
Nobody
as far,
fucking
as far as
downloads.
downloads,
Stuff. Nobody downloads it.
that's got
A lot of
309.
disappointed people waiting for that download.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, shit. This is not.
and then the common denominator, which is the first episode, and then Chris's episode has 214. John Hansen has 213.
Yeah, we don't care about downloads, though.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow. Okay.
No one fucking downloads it.
Well, something they automatically download.
But you have to watch them, right?
Yeah.
You download and you have to do something with them. Otherwise,
Or it
turns
stops
off.
downloading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what, because I was downloading them, and then he goes, "Hey, you got to redo it every couple months or something, otherwise it won't keep
And
downloading."
you're like, no, you're not worth it.
Yes.
Okay.
See, useless.
On Spotify, all time we've had 7,400 plays. It's
pretty solid.
yeah. I don't know what's like great, but
It's better than zero.
yeah, it's not the
Nice.
worst. Well, we're all just clearing our throat over here. But yeah,
Were there any comments on the last video for gun reviews?
No.
We're hopeful. No.
that doesn't mean we're not going to do it. In the U.S., we've had 5,800 streams. We've had 24 in the U.K. on Spotify.
24.
Yeah, just on Spotify. I wonder if we've had any in Iran. We've had 2 in Ireland.
Probably not late.
I'm probably on like a list in the UK to pick
Probably
up
we've had 1 in Israel. That's probably the one that they're coming after Tanner for. Mm-hmm. I don't know which episode it was, so it could really be up in the air. But Qatar's had 5. That's kind of impressive.
Interesting. This has got to be VPNs.
I don't care.
Like it's got to be, right?
We've had 12 in Germany,
They all downloaded the Norwegian 4x4.
Probably.
18 in Australia. So this is just off Spotify.
Yeah.
So
I recently started using a VPN on my phone when I travel. It's interesting
because
Yeah.
you're doing what?
because I do stuff on my phone.
Well, everyone should use a VPN.
Yeah. I don't want, because I do a lot of work on my phone as well, which was the number one reason. But I also didn't want people to try to get in there. I mean, I'm not going to get anything cool. But
Is that because you're worried about hooking up to Wi-Fi at the hotel? Yeah.
and stuff. So I go, a lot of the, especially public areas, they just have like a common Wi-Fi that's not password protected anymore. So I use a VPN for that.
So this
Maybe
dude,
phone.
this dude was on Sean Ryan. He was talking about hacking, like what way the hackers get into your stuff, and he set up in front of Sean Ryan a bunch of wireless networks,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
and then when you log in and you put your password in, it's just like you have like your phone's
Yeah.
just fucking now theirs.
Yeah. They can go through and they can actually like do stuff on your phone. It's not like they just download the
Yeah,
information.
they have everything.
They go in there and they can like actually do actions.
Yeah. So he'll just like put Starbucks.
But I don't think a VPN is going to save you from that, right? Because you still are entering a password on a Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
I don't think the
VPN can help you from other people. I mean, that you're giving access to, but VPNs can help you in other security. There's a lot of ways they hack. Mm-hmm. That one's they're not going to help you with, but you shouldn't be a dumbass and just freaking be randomly clicking on fucking Wi-Fi either. So,
Well, yeah.
That's true.
I'm not. I'll just struggle with my phone, so I'm not going.
well, half the time your freaking LTE is faster than their Wi-Fi is, anyways. I just leave it on. I usually have my Wi-Fi off.
Well, that's why a lot of people look at me and like, "Hey, what's your Wi-Fi password?" I was like, "I don't know. People really use that much anymore. Like, I thought everybody just had wireless, or had like unlimited data."
Well, they do, but sometimes, like here, like Verizon's not like super fast. Your Wi-Fi is faster.
It's weird. Not back here. It's not.
Yeah.
It's like slow back here in this office.
Your Wi-Fi is?
In this office, it's slow.
Yeah.
If I'm doing stuff at my desk, I'll have to turn it off and just go with
I think Matt was implying that you just get slow when you come back here.
probably. Probably.
As soon as the door shuts,
Power down.
he's back here making grilled cheeses.
I would.
Dude, a good grilled cheese is fucking money.
Dude, I saw, is it Costco has like a grilled cheese and tomato soup like combo thing you can buy together, like ready to go.
Yeah, it's like, how lazy are you?
Oh, whoa, easy. Some people are busy, Tanner.
Yeah, super lazy. If you're asking, super lazy.
Tanner's in the backyard mining ore. Everybody's lazy.
Dude, it would take you longer to warm the fucking grilled cheese up, and you'd have to do it either in a pan or air fryer. It's going to be soggy, right? It'll take you longer to warm your fucking air fryer up than just to make a fucking grilled cheese sandwich.
That's not true at all.
That is
How are you
100%.
going to cook the grilled cheese? You have to melt the cheese anyway.
Yes.
Okay, well, you got to warm up something.
It's but it's not like you're going from cold bread and cold, like, yes, you're going to have to warm it up.
Well, then,
Takes
okay,
you long.
okay, hold it. That's not true. I can open the box, pull this out while the air fryer's warming up. Otherwise, I have to get bread out of the bag.
Put a little butter on it. Put that bitch in the pan. Put a piece of cheese on it. Butter the other one. Put it on there.
Oh.
Fucking
Who
4
thinks the
minutes.
Costco one's faster at this point.
Put
4
in
minutes.
At least
It's
4 pieces.
It's definitely
of cheese on there.
lazier for the other one, but I think it's probably the same speed.
Okay.
Because you got to prepare
Same speed,
it, right?
and you paid fucking triple for it.
Probably, and you're lazier.
Yeah.
And you're lazier. Like, it's fucking, it's a grilled cheese sandwich
I'll
for the
have to
love
agree,
of fucking
I'll have
God.
to agree
And
with
there's
you on
tomato
that.
soup.
Yeah, I mean, no one's trying to make tomato soup. Or you can open a can.
We have, I mean, you could open a can. It's
Yeah.
kind of gross. But, yeah, I mean, yes, making tomato soup takes longer because
Or you can go to
we do
Tanner's,
make tomatoes.
'cause, yes,
I know.
Like I said, he's mining ore in his free time.
Yeah. I think it's like the same amount of time.
I think that people have gotten really fucking lazy.
Do you
But
eat
that's
Jimmy
me.
John's ever? Or Jersey Mike's?
I do at Jersey Mike's once in a while.
Why? You can make your own sandwich at home. You're so lazy.
Yeah. But usually because I forgot my lunch and Jersey Mike's
It
is
doesn't
too.
matter. Those sandwiches always taste better than anything you're ever going to make at your house.
That's not true.
I don't like buying sandwiches because I feel that way. If I'm gonna have a fucking sandwich, I'll make one at home.
And they're better at home.
I don't know. They always taste better from somebody else.
I don't make sandwiches at home. I will legit like just grab deli meat, eat the deli meat, and then like, oh, I should probably have some bread, and then grab like a slice of
And
bread.
then shoot, like chase it with bread.
Hell yes.
Versus like the time it takes
Got
to
a
make
deli
a
ham French bread chaser.
I'm doing the hunter-gatherer diet.
Yeah.
I just found this bread.
Yeah, whatever you find laying around. That's not moldy.
Exactly.
I don't know. I thought it was a nice kit.
I thought it was dumb when I
Did
saw
you
it.
buy it?
No.
Oh, well, what are you talking about? I didn't even bought it.
Well, no, but I knew Mr. Fashion a kayak out of a log over here would be like, that's too much work. Why would you do that?
Hey.
Meanwhile, he's doing all the work.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Well, it's dumb. It's a fucking grilled cheese sandwich.
Yes.
They're not hard to make.
I know. It's
And once again, you're going to have to warm it up on something that makes it so it's crispy. You can't just throw that bitch in the microwave.
I mean,
Unless
you
want to-
You
You could.
If you want a soggy grilled
I'm
cheese
just
sandwich,
saying, you
Maybe
could.
some
But you're going
people-
to dip it
maybe-
in Mater soup and it's going to
Maybe
be
somebody's into that.
Yeah.
well, they're weird.
How much is the kit? That's another thing we got to know.
I don't know. I didn't look because I just knew it was fucking it's a grilled cheese sandwich.
Does it say kit?
I
The
don't think it's
grilled
called-
cheese
I
sandwich.
don't think it's called a kit, but
The grilled cheese sandwich kit.
I don't think you can find out how much it is on. You have to like log into your Costco and put your
oh, really?
because their pricing's different.
They have the grilled cheese toasters at Target for $3.78.
That'd be
pretty-
quick.
That's pretty cheap.
Then you can buy the kit and just throw it in the toaster. Yeah.
Yeah.
Microwave your soup.
This one doesn't have the soup with it.
Sure, you won't get any microplastics or anything from any of that stuff. Probably.
It just adds flavor.
Yeah. Who wants to live forever? You gotta die of
Pretty
something.
much everybody.
You gotta die of something.
Well,
right?
all three AIs say that the Costco combo is a quicker process.
You did all three that quick?
Mm-hmm.
Which three? Claude, Grok, and ChatGPT.
Chat.
You know what I do when
You use Claude instead of Gemini.
Yeah.
when you go to Costco and it says MFers discount on the fucking price tag? I laugh every time, man. Every time. That motherfucker's discount. I was like, man, they're getting after it. They got those motherfucking discounts over here.
What's it supposed to stand for?
Manufacturer's discount.
I always thought that's what I was like, man, Costco's doing it right over here. What a fucking marketing
I mean, how many
play.
people are going up to the checkout and be like, hey, I don't think it's going up right. It's got this motherfucking discount over here.
You didn't get my motherfucking discount.
Dude, every time I was like, I think you need to
No.
redo that. I mean,
it's
I think
perfect.
it's great.
I think
Yeah.
it's perfect.
Yeah.
I need to
No
change it.
qualms with that.
The still is just every time you go to Costco and you see the people like staring up at the top shelves like they've never been there before. And I was like, dude, it's whatever's up there is down here. They're not going to pull that pallet for you. Like, it's down here.
Or the people in like a 7 deep line waiting for a fucking bite of a chicken nugget need to get the fuck out of my way.
Actually, the biggest design flaw at Costco is the shit in the entrance.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Oh,
How
everybody stops
bottlenecked
and
it
you
gets
just
right
fucking-
there.
Yeah, you run into people.
Well,
Fucking
that's
hate that.
I won't if it's up there. I probably won't even look at it because
Yeah.
I don't want like you're clogging up everything.
Yeah.
But after they decided that you had to fucking scan to enter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So then they're like
Dude, I'm
already.
not- and this
slow.
is not towards the people that do it, but how worthless is the person when they look at your receipt? They don't even look at your cart.
I know they just
But when they do, it does piss me off.
But yeah,
there's a bitch at the Costco on Dodge Street.
Oh, a bitch.
Oh, she's a bitch. If she's there, I will wait in the other line. If it's 20 fucking people in the other line, there's no one in hers, I am not walking through her for her to fucking look at every goddamn item on her receipt and take her job way too fucking seriously. By the way, I just paid somebody. You just paid somebody to check me out. Like I don't have,
What if you went to self checkout?
but you have a blue receipt. The receipt's a different color, so they know.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, the receipt's a different color, so
I didn't
they
pay
know.
attention.
So they know that my receipt, someone just, what I do, steal a Michelin on the way out?
Maybe.
Well, I didn't really have.
It's the only thing you can steal on the way out is either a tire
Maybe they double
or the
charged
old
you
guy
for
trying to
something.
sell you an air conditioner. Like,
That poor guy. I feel bad for those guys. Like, just fucking.
I think if you have a lot of stuff, they don't really look. But if you only have a couple things,
oh no, they look. That one, oh, I hate her.
well, that's because you have one of the flatbeds with your fucking sorghum and your wheat and your rice you're gonna mash out or whatever you're gonna fucking do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't. Otherwise, I think most of the time.
How much longer does it take her to look? You're acting like this is like blowing your day up because she's looking at you.
It's annoying.
It's just annoying, but
I just think it's kind
it's
of
like probably an
like
extra
a-
30 seconds.
If I go to Sam's Club, one, I don't have to. So if Sam's had all the stuff Costco had, I would not go to Costco. Because at Sam's, you can check out on your phone, right? You scan as you go. And then you don't even have to talk to a human or wait in a self-checkout line. You just fucking pay.
Don't you have
right
to
there
pay for that, though?
No, it's a free app.
Is it a free app?
Yeah. It's the Sam's Club app. It goes,
That makes sense that it's called the Sam's Club app.
Yeah. You're already paying for your membership. Like, why would you have to pay for that?
Yeah,
And then,
because
and then you check out, and then when you're walking through, they have cameras on the side, and they just like randomly scan your cart, and boom, you don't even have to talk to that person either. You're just like, no human contact in here. I exited.
Oh, so you're trying to, take people's jobs.
Yeah, sure. When they do
what you're
jobs
doing?
that aren't worth paying someone to do, yeah.
They're making sure no one's stealing from Costco.
No,
they're
they're
keeping
not.
costs down, Tanner.
No, they're not.
They're actually making
paying-
sure that you didn't get charged too much.
That
is definitely not the case.
That's
Here's
100%
I wouldn't
the-
care necessarily if they actually did look at your cart, but 99% of the time they don't even look at
They
your
just
cart.
kind of give it a scan and they're like,
And they just go,
I don't understand. The
I
point
like
of it.
those
I
people.
don't understand the point of it. I really don't.
yeah, they don't do it at Target, and I can steal way more shit on the way out of Target.
Well, I think the main thing they're supposed to look for, I think at the bottom of it says, 29 items or something?
Yeah.
And they're supposed to count to see if you have 29 items.
Well, nobody's counting shit. There's
I
no
know,
way
that's what I
anything's
mean. They're
counted.
not counting.
When they do count is what annoys me. The person standing
Well, that's what
there.
they're supposed to be doing.
Yes, that's
that
the
lady's
annoying part.
actually doing her job.
I
Maybe
know.
you look sketchy.
Yes.
Huh?
Maybe you look sketchy.
It's
That's probably true.
So Nicole, like, I'll just leave. Like, if they start like counting, I just fucking walk. Like, I already whatever, and she'll just be like, "What am I supposed to do?" Because I'm already gone. Like, they're still looking. They saw my receipt in their hand. I don't care. I'm out. I'm not waiting.
Well, you only have like probably 4 bags of bulk rice or something, whatever you're buying. It can't be that hard to count.
Well, if they start doing this in the
What are you
receipt,
buying
I'm
at
out.
Costco? Because you grow everything. What are you buying?
not grilled cheese.
Not
grilled
grilled
cheese,
cheese,
no.
obviously.
Potting
No
soil,
fun stuff.
Potting soil.
Meat, veg, like we buy a lot of we buy all of our produce there.
You don't grow it?
Well, right now it's hard to grow. It's fucking cold out.
You don't have a greenhouse?
No.
Warmers in it?
No, I thought about, well, Nicole wants a greenhouse.
You have bees?
No, I want bees.
No cows yet?
No, wood. Trying to get out in the
You have
country so I can
wood?
get a cow. Actually, you have to. I think. Do you have to have 2 cows? Cows need friends, right?
Definitely,
Yeah, I think cows need friends.
Sometimes I think you need friends.
Just fucking mad at the receipt lady at Costco. The fucking bitch. I hate her.
I do.
If I have to have one more piece of human contact this week, I've been in the store all day by myself. No music, no TV.
Just fucking shit running through my mind.
And that's a lot to run around through.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of brain there.
Yeah. Man, I should have touched that. I just thought it was kind of a useless job. I didn't know it was going to bring up.
Oh, dude,
Some
I
trauma.
didn't know if it was going to trigger a past trauma in your life. God, if you had hair, it'd probably be green right now.
It's not like she asked you to squat cough before you get out of there. Make sure you're not keistering anything.
Have you guys watched the new season of Ted?
No. No.
She was in jail. The mom was in jail for a little bit, and they call the lady FedEx. And they're like, "Why do you call you FedEx? I can get anything in here, in my ass." And later on the
impressive.
episode, they're like, "Oh, we're missing something." And the lady comes like walking up with her legs all clenched together. "It's been shipped, just not delivered."
Jeez. There was a video a couple years ago of a lady that walked into some supermarket. She was wearing a skirt, and she put a whole
another
case of
bottle wine?
water up her between her legs and walked out with it.
Wow, that's actually some
Yeah.
That's
pretty
some
good adductor strength.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Impressive.
That's really impressive.
I mean, if you're big enough, it probably just holds in there. You
Oh,
just,
yeah,
got to
wedge
wedge
it
it in there.
Yeah.
I thought wasn't there a lady who like smuggled a bottle of wine out in her bits?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Ooh.
Not surprised.
like a liter or like a regular wine?
I don't know, but I think she held it like the neck of it in her bits.
Did she just kegel down on the top and
That's
just
what-
hold
yeah.
it?
The cork was out when she took it out, though.
Yeah.
That worked out. But
She's drunk on the way to the car.
Fucking things gripping like rents do. Jesus.
well, we should probably let Tanner calm down here a little bit from this trigger moment.
Keep it up. He's got to work that heart out somehow.
Yeah.
Oh, I did get an echo the other day. They retested my heart.
Yeah. What did it say? Not there.
Yeah.
His heart grew 3 sizes.
Well, I didn't realize the guy showed me the first one, and like part of my heart wasn't even like moving when it was beating, like it was damaged. But like this time, it was like fucking pumping away. So my heart has actually recovered.
That's good.
But my heart's not the problem. My heart's strong. My heart was almost basically like even after the heart attack was like normal. It's the cloggers. I have
It's all the piping.
the plumbing. The plumbing's fine. The heart is fine.
So did the echo check your plumbing?
No, that's a different test. I go to the fucking doctor so fucking much now. It is
Did he check your plumbing for you?
no, different doctor, different age group.
We were talking about the other day with somebody the whole getting your butthole checked thing.
Yeah,
Has what is that? At 45, you have to do that.
no, colonoscopy at 45.
Yeah, that's what.
But you're talking about a prostate check.
I'm due
Well,
for a 45er. I gotta go. I gotta schedule this.
Are you just gonna shit in the box?
No, I might as well go full bore.
I've heard that shit in
Yeah.
the box is pretty decent. It's not that bad.
Nah. Then if you shit in the box and they find then there's something, you still got to have a colonoscopy and it still could be nothing. So do you want to deal with that stress of
Did you
maybe
have
it's
colonoscopy at
something?
45?
Yeah,
Did you enjoy it?
no,
It's just an
it
opportunity
was the
for
first
ass
time.
play.
Yeah, it was.
I don't need any drugs.
It was the first time.
Bigger wand.
Yeah. Is that all you're going to use? Is there a fire hose around here anywhere?
Let me put my music on.
It was the first time I'd ever
Excuse
had.
me, I'll drive.
Anesthesia.
Really?
I've never had surgery, never had anesthesia.
You're
Like
missing out.
yeah, and they're like, they just put it in an IV, and they're like, you're gonna feel a burn, and then your eyelids are gonna get heavy. Like I felt a burn, I opened my eyes, like my eyes aren't, and then I fucking woke up. I remember thinking like my eyelids aren't heavy.
This stuff sucks.
Fucking time travel, man.
Woke up halfway through. The doctor had both hands on your shoulders.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the worst.
Yeah.
Aren't you in therapy for that?
No, I've never had that happen yet.
That's why
Oh,
you
you
can't,
haven't had therapy?
Yet.
that's why you can't
Yeah, none of it yet.
that's why you can't whisper around him.
You have to get yours done.
Not, I'm going to this year.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, you get the prostate things at 40. So
No,
you
it's
should-
not.
That's when I had it done.
Oh, okay.
I was ready. I was having some issues though, so I went and got it checked out.
Did you request a second opinion?
Yeah, I did. Like, don't.
Did I say
just
two?
Don't put any loop. Just go in there and get what you got to get done.
Yep.
You know, I remember when it happened, he was like, "All right, well, you'll know immediately there's something wrong."
That's what my
Because
buddy
you're-
told me one time. He's
Yeah,
like, you can't get away fast enough.
Yeah.
Something's fucked up.
yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah.
Like if your prostate's messed up, and he was like, you can't get away fast enough.
Oh.
yeah. But everything was good.
But you just sat there and didn't have
Sat
to,
there,
didn't move.
didn't even bear down. I'm like,
I even pushed back into it to make sure
Yeah.
he was all the way in.
arched my back.
I got you.
Yeah, that's not just an urban legend. It does help.
I don't even think, I'm not even sure they do them anymore unless there is an issue because you can get your PSA checked.
Well, here's what he told
Yeah.
me. So he goes, your blood works fine. He goes, but he goes, if you are having some issues, he goes, we probably should just do this just to make sure everything's still fine. And he goes, it's up to you. You can just, and I was like, well, I'm a worrier about medical stuff, so let's just get it over with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you a worrier?
I'm a worrier
I
about
am
medical
not.
stuff.
I'm an ignorer.
I wonder why that. I wonder how you got into this situation then, Tanner.
Well, I was actually paying attention, so I actually went. I very well could have, though, ignored it because it wasn't.
Just go home, take a nap.
Yeah. Not
So
worth
if
it.
you have the colonoscopy that's at 45, and then is it if there's nothing there? Is it
10
7
years.
years? 10. Oh, it's 10 years. Okay. I think
Well, I was like, they said 10 years on mine. I had like nothing.
because it's all in your heart.
Yeah.
Assholes clean, heart full.
Downstairs plumbing, fine. Upstairs plumbing, fine.
So is the red meat thing not true then? Obviously, because that's all over it was been for a long time. Everybody's like, oh, red meat's basically a carcinogen, like using smoking cigarettes for your colon.
No.
Did you eat a lot of red meat?
Yes.
All right.
Probably on a daily basis.
Yes.
Everybody just says the prep is the worst of the whole thing.
So I had to work. I was closing in Lincoln. So I had to start the prep late because I wasn't starting that fucking shit, like on the way home. And then you have to do your second prep at like 6 hours before your colonoscopy. And mine was like 8. So if I got home, fucking chugged this shit my brains out, fell asleep for like 15 minutes, had to chug it again. Fucking terrible. Terrible. But I will say you do feel really cleaned out.
Yeah, you definitely feel lighter.
Yeah, it's a good time to like check your abs out. You know what I mean? You're dry.
Light as a feather, steady as a board.
Yeah, 100%.
I'll tell you had it done then, Matt.
Yeah, long time ago.
Long time ago.
Yeah, I had some like
You're
gnarly,
40, like
I had some
41.
gnarly internal hernias or internal hemorrhoids. So I had some butt bleeding without butt play,
Oh man.
and I was like, "This is weird." And so they went. And I had some polyps that had popped, but they were benign. Yeah, I had that, but I had.
So are you like more recent? You have to do like every 5 years because you had stuff.
This was probably almost 20 years ago that I had it done, but they didn't find anything, and I haven't had any issues since then. Yeah, I
Did they
drink this
cauterize
stuff.
off the hemis in there?
Yeah, they just sliced them out, sent them off for biopsy, and they're like, I don't know, they're benign, you're fine. I was like, okay, well, what about this ass bleed? And they're like, stop touching it. And I was like, all right, cool.
Stop sticking objects in your ass, sir.
What's that?
much.
Like,
On Jackass, you have a toy car in your ass.
How's that get there?
there's that thing floating around social media. It's like, so like girl goes in or guy goes in. It's like, yeah, like I'm having some soreness around my butt. It's right around the entrance. Like, well, as long as you keep calling it the entrance, you're going to have some soreness around your butt. Change your flight pattern.
Yeah.
That's like that one. What's it say? Don't get a boner, Derek. Don't get a boner. My name's not Derek. No, mine is. All right. Well, on to Matt's knife.
Yeah,
Now that we get done talking about.
true. On a somewhat related, like, do you guys ever put your underwear on backwards in
Yes,
the
it's
dark?
very strange.
Yeah, mine's on backwards right now, just in case.
Okay,
How did you-
not as an adult now.
Yeah.
Well, okay, no, but you would notice as soon as you put them on. How the hell did you leave like that?
Yeah, it's got a wiener trap door. You have a wiener trap
Yeah,
door.
but the wiener trap door is closed when you put them on.
Yeah,
you
but
put them on in the dark.
it's still-
just kind of like.
But it's just
whatever.
not-
You feel the seam.
Yeah,
Oh,
It's immediately.
You can't feel the same?
Immediately know something's not right. Immediately know something's not
immediately.
Especially
Yeah.
because the back is like just different structure.
right. Yeah.
I noticed when I went to take a leak, and I was like trying to get my dick out because I had to pee real bad. And I was like, "Oh shit! Oh no, the door's in the back."
Oh my god.
When I was on vacation, Nicole comes up and goes, "Tanner, your swim trunks are on inside out."
Oh, that can happen.
Yeah.
Especially if the color's similar.
Yeah,
So.
but
How
no,
is that more normal than backwards underwear?
you know immediately when your underwear's on. Back.
Because like if your swim trunks are like basically the same color inside and out, like
Yeah.
if they were white with like a blue.
She just saw the tag.
Yeah. The underwear one. Yeah, as a kid I did.
Okay, yeah, happens.
That's
Are your
definitely.
shoes on the right feet?
Yes.
Okay.
That's
I did
definitely
what-
related to colonoscopies.
Yeah.
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 I wore 2 different shoes here the other day. So
I
Yeah.
did that also, yeah.
Yeah, that was the last time I was here. I noticed that when I was here the last time.
That was-
a while ago.
oh yeah, whatever.
Yeah. See, Tanner, the days just run together.
Yeah,
How old are you?
46.
You're, man. Did you get your AARP thing yet in the mail?
Yeah,
I haven't got one yet. I'm 45.
When you turn.
I was joking. I haven't got it.
I'm waiting for it.
They sign up for it, or do they just send it? Well,
I think
they
that.
send
I
it
think as soon
randomly.
as you get, I think you have to be 50, right? I don't know.
I don't know.
Let me know, Tanner.
Okay, I'll be there a whole year before you.
Use whole lightly.
Whole.
Yeah.
Whole.
He's almost 47.
Yeah, next month.
Yeah. So
So, anyway, back to your knives here.
I was asking how old you have to be for AARP.
did it say 50?
You can join AARP at 18. It said.
I feel
Most
like
people think it's 50.
Oh, well.
I feel like I've got things in the mail before.
So you get 50 and you get the senior benefits, but you can technically join.
What do you get from? I didn't even know what you get from AARP.
Do they have to adjust the? I mean, people are living longer now. So are we still calling 50 senior?
People are not actually living longer now.
I figured you.
I thought 84 was the average life, isn't it?
77,
77 was last I heard from her.
and they went down since 2020. I don't know what could have happened in 2020 that would have caused that, but
It's COVID, Tanner.
maybe put something. maybe
We don't say that word around him.
now we just got blocked again.
Oh, excuse me. Blurred that last one out. It was the pandemic. Yeah.
It was the China virus.
Oh man.
All right,
If
these
you, didn't die,
knives.
if you didn't die from the initial wave, take this shot. Now you will.
Yeah. Guaranteed.
Well, we don't have to worry about this one getting downloaded.
No, that's fine. It'll be fine.
Everything's fine.
You guys want to smell it?
It's not his butthole, guys. Who's listening? We're not talking about that
Put it in
still.
your mouth.
That's made from that.
Oh yeah,
so nice.
it's leathery.
Matt got a set of knives from Montana
It's like
Knife
a
Company.
It's like a
If you've
backpack.
Yeah.
Never seen their knives. They make very nice
Shit.
knives.
Are you gonna take it out of the case? Do we get to see it? Do we get to play show and tell?
Yeah.
Don't stab yourself.
They make the meat church chef
Yeah.
knife.
There you
So
go.
I
which
also have
which
one.
knives did you get in this kit? These three or this one?
I think they call this the bighorn, so it's like a full chef knife. Some other knife. And this is the meat church one, which is just like a small chef knife. And then like a slightly larger paring knife. You get them all in there. They're super cool. I had shitty knives and I really wanted them, so I got them.
What do you use to sharpen your knives?
I don't know. I have used
That's
the
the
meat
hard
church
thing.
one.
Yeah, that is the
something
hard
to
thing.
sharpen.
You
I
buy
do
some
have one of
sweet
those.
you
knives.
just get the thing where you go. Have you not watched Gordon Ramsay freaking sharpen a knife?
That just takes the burrs off of it.
That's not. Yeah,
it
that's
makes
not,
it sharp.
No,
I know, but that just redoes it. But if you actually want to
Give
sharpen
an
it,
edge.
Oh, you
Yeah,
have to get
there's-
yeah, you have to
different-
get the grinder thing.
I have.
Or you
a,
can just stone.
I have one of those tumbler ones where you put it on there at the angle. It's got a magnetic block.
And you
put it
just,
at
like,
the angle,
roll the-
and then you roll it back and forth.
How does that thing work?
Oh, that works pretty good. But it's still like
I'm actually.
I don't think it's
like I'm a little scared.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
so-
cut my
like
finger
my dad
off.
used to use
They
a,
are-
stone like by
To like
hand,
pop them
Yeah.
out,
and that's like
I have to like
Hard,
pull
because you
down
gotta
on
hold
the
it
back
at
a little
the
bit
yeah.
to get them
edge
to pop
the whole
out.
time?
So I
Yeah,
cut
okay.
myself the first time.
Oh, because as soon as you pulled it out, you also jammed it right
Yeah.
back into your hand.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome.
What a great
Gonna
design.
leave
Yeah.
that there since I'm on fucking blood thinners.
Yeah, they're.
Yeah.
I do like their. I wouldn't call it a sheath, but
Knife
think-
roll, I think, is. what they
no,
call it.
the part of the blade.
Oh,
that
the
goes on the
kydex?
blade.
Yeah.
That's like a kydex.
Whatever that thing
It's
is.
I
like,
think it is a sheath.
I think it
Kydex
is.
sheath. Yeah.
yeah,
I don't know.
but it's weird because it's not a full blade sheath. Like it doesn't cover.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like it doesn't.
It's not like you're putting the
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, like a
blade cover.
holster-ish sheath,
Yeah.
if you will.
But they have, I don't know what they have, some like funky name for it, but
You know, what it kind of reminds me of is like ice skaters when they put that on their blades when they come off.
oh yeah, just like a blade. Yeah,
Yeah, it's kind of same. It's kind of the same looking
Yeah.
yeah,
thing.
very much. But these guys, like, you just send it back to Montana Knife Company and they'll sharpen them.
That sounds like a lot of work.
Forever.
You gotta go ship it.
True.
Then as soon as you ship something, you're immediately like checking its status.
When's it back? When's it coming back?
Yeah.
When's
And
it
you're
coming
waiting.
You're gonna have to insure that package.
back? Yeah. Yeah.
Especially if you're going to rely on the postal service.
yeah.
You know something I heard the other day? Speaking of shipping, there's a place, I'm not going to put that out there, but they have some union workers on strike. UPS will not deliver to them because they're on strike and they're Teamsters. That's pretty fucked up.
Why
So
aren't
this
you,
business
why aren't you
can't-
gonna name them?
Because, I mean, it's not the business. I'm not going to, that part. But yeah, but UPS won't.
The business is on strike?
Some of the union part of their
Oh,
business is
okay.
on strike. So because UPS is Teamsters also, they will not deliver to that business. And
Oh,
then they
in
don't
support of.
in support of the people on strike. But that's like pretty fucked up because, I mean, that business probably needs these things, and some of the companies they work with only ship with UPS. So they didn't even tell them, like, well, we can't tell you. Like, no one told them until they actually like reached out
Yeah.
to them, and they're like, oh yeah. And then they had like a pallet sitting there, and like, well, we can't tell you what's gotten sent back and what's here. And they had like, they'd written on the packages like strike and stuff like that. I'm like, this is pretty fucking messed up.
That is messed up.
Yeah. That's,
Are you saying you don't like the post office?
That was UPS.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying anytime you ship something, the postal service is up in the air also because it'll say moving through the network.
I
It'll
was
be in Omaha.
going back to the beginning. Yeah.
It'll say it'll be in Omaha moving through the network for like 4 days, and you have no idea where your package is at, and neither do they.
But
No.
so
I've asked
are you
my-
saying you wouldn't trust them to mail your ballot through?
Did you decide to? Did you wake up and choose violence today? Are you like?
if you think about it,
If we're
would
talking
you
about the- if
use
we're
it?
talking
Would
about the
you
Save America
would you
Act-
send $1,000 cash through the postal service and expect it to be okay?
No.
Exactly.
But I'm also
so you
talking-
probably shouldn't send in a voting ballot.
But I'm also talking about the Save America Act. I don't know what the big deal is to ask for ID because you have to ask for ID for everything. That's what I'll say about it. Like you have to have an ID for everything, and for people to say like it's like voter suppression for socioeconomics is pretty messed up to assume that poor people don't have an ID.
You have to have an ID to get any kind of assistance.
Okay. Here's my problem with fucking politics is that no one actually knows because what you've said is just repeating what you've heard, right? And you expecting that to be right.
Well, and it's also
But it's not.
It should be a one issue bill. It shouldn't be a million pages in there.
But it's not. The thing is you have to prove citizenship in the SAVE Act, which means your ID doesn't count because you don't have to prove citizenship to get your ID. So you would have to prove one time that you have a passport, right, or a birth certificate.
But did you have to get a birth certificate when you first get your driver's license?
No.
Back in the day?
Yes. You used to. I don't know. It's been a
Only
long
when you're
time.
16 and not to get an ID. You don't have to have it.
You used to have because that was only because you used to have to bring 2 forms of some type of identification to get a driver's license in Nebraska when we turned 16.
I don't think that's the case.
I remember having to have my social security card and my
There's only 5 states that an ID, your driver's license, would count as proof of citizenship. There's only 5 states that have the requirements that would make that. So that's the issue. Now, I'm not saying I'm against it. I'm just saying it's not just an ID, right? You actually have to have a passport, which only 50% of people have a passport, or birth certificate, which I don't know if you've ever tried to find a birth certificate. It's a pain in the ass.
Mine's
not that hard to get one.
Know right where it's at?
Yeah.
You just go down there, you pay $15, and they give
Yeah.
it to you.
But, well, if you're in the state that you're...
Yes, if you're in the state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people aren't. Here's the thing. I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
But it's not just like I wanted to know what the issue is because I figured it can't just be ID. There has to be something else, and they're whining about
I
it.
just didn't realize you couldn't get an ID without a fucking proof of citizenship. I didn't know you could have an ID without it.
Yeah.
You can
You can have
an
a driver's
ID
license without it.
You can have an ID without it for sure. I'm not 100% sure on the driver's license.
You can have a driver's license without it.
Because I thought there was something about
If you have a work
Nebraska
visa?
has the star.
Yeah.
You know, it's supposed to be like the star on your license is supposed to make it where you can use it to internationally travel.
Well, it's the real ID.
We're gonna have to ask
The real ID.
Matt's
is-
probably already asking.
Yep.
So that's the issue. And some other people's issue is that every state is in charge of their own elections. Right? So like Thomas Massey, his problem with it is that he doesn't want to put the feds more in charge. It's a federal law that governs state elections. So he doesn't want the feds to be any more in charge of anything because he hates them. He thinks the federal government is too big. So that's the other part of it, is that the states have always been in charge of their own elections.
I think there's a way they could work together.
They've been in
though.
charge of their own state elections.
No,
Like the feds still get to determine the rules for federal elections.
I don't think so.
I thought that was differentiation.
100% not. Because in California, you cannot show an ID to vote. And in Nebraska, you have to show an ID to vote.
Right, but has the feds said
There's no
one way or
federal
the
law
other
yet,
that
that was what
you
he's
have
saying.
to?
But
But if the federal law said you had to for federal elections, every state would have to do it.
there's
supersedes
a
state.
lot of stuff where the states are in charge of their own elections.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the states are 100% in charge of their own elections because us and Maine split our vote for the Electoral College, and we're the only 2 states that do. Like states do their own thing.
They do their own thing. But if the feds came out and said for federal elections you have to show citizenship or whatever.
Yes, but that was his point.
Yeah.
Is that he doesn't want the feds to be in charge of an election because they're not.
I mean, if they just got the states together and all the states decided that we're going to have two forms of ID. One, you can have an ID, and the other one says U.S. citizen on it. And then you have to prove when you get your ID in whatever state you live in.
Yeah, it's really easy to get
citizen.
all 50 states to do something together.
It's
fucking impossible.
It should be something that would be very easily be done because of how big of a
Here's the
deal
thing.
it is.
I agree that you should have to show an ID.
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
Right. And I don't think, with the exception of 2020, I don't think there's widespread voter fraud. I don't think there's a ton of voter fraud. I think there's voting manipulation. I think there's census manipulation so people get more House seats by counting illegals when I don't think they should be counted as your state's population. But with 2020, because if you go with total votes on every 4 years, like it's all within a range until you get to 2020. And then there's like 10 million or whatever extra votes. And then it comes back down for 2024. So there's widespread voter fraud there, which is your mail-in ballots, dead people voting, all kinds of things. But I think for the most part,
I think mail-in ballots, I just think that's a bad idea all around. I understand there's certain circumstances where you can need it, but how many are those? I bet somebody really needs to mail in.
it's mainly for like snowbirds. You know what I mean?
That's
military, snowbirds, or somebody's like disabled or something and can't. But that whole thing, I'm just saying, at surface level of it, where people are like making it seem like that people are too poor to be able to get an ID. You know what I mean? Because if you look at I'm just saying the surface level.
Yeah.
Of it. And then people are like, "What about married women?" And I was like,
Well, so the thing about, here's the argument, okay, is that married women, if you go and get if you rely on a birth certificate and your name change, your birth certificate and your ID won't match, right? Now, I think that's a shitty, because women have been changing their names for a long time.
"Yes, this is like new."
Right, and they have to go get documentation. It is a pain in the ass. Like when your wife changes her name and she has to like change her social security card and do like it's a pain. They have to go to the social security office. It's a pain in the ass, but it's not like it's not doable, right? And it has been that way. But that was the argument. It's that your birth certificate and your last name on your ID don't match. So now I'm sure they would have something very simple, like bring in the copy of the paper, bring in your marriage license. Like there's probably a very easy way to, but that's their argument.
Yeah, where like Chris said, just have it where the gold star on it means you've given enough that you're a citizen.
So in Nebraska, it says if you want a driver's license, you do have to come with one proof of identity, citizenship, just one document, birth certificate, passport to get your first one, green card, one document showing your so yeah, like I said, when I was a kid, your social security card and your birth certificate. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So Nebraska still requires you to get a
You have to have, to get a Nebraska driver's license. I didn't ask it just an ID, though.
State ID.
I didn't ask it what state ID would be.
Yeah, well, change it.
Are you asking it too? Mm-hmm. Oh, you guys both are asking. Who's going to get it faster?
Win.
He will.
Well, Matt probably will because he's typing.
Well, no, I was also thinking of going down the route of looking at specific
Nebraska state ID. The document requirements are basically the same as a driver's license. Proof of identity, one document, birth certificate, passport, resident card, proof of social security, proof of Nebraska residency, utility bill, bank statement.
So
you got to prove that you live in the state. You got to prove that you're a citizen, and you have to prove So you got to prove it twice by having a social security card and your certificate or your passport.
But then you can also have a bill, a utility bill.
You got to have a utility bill proving you live in Nebraska.
You live in the state.
Yeah.
You got to do it to license your car too. If you transfer over, you got to have.
Yeah, I thought that. I mean, obviously, it's been 30 years since I had to get a driver's license. So I remember because I remember as a 16-year-old, like, Mom, where's my social security card? And then your mom looks at you like, I don't know. And then you're like, oh, great, we got to find that. But she knew where my birth certificate was.
Well, ask it how many states require a birth certificate or social security card.
How many states require the same? Yeah,
require the same.
But they were talking about it but even if you do have to show your birth certificate, whatever, you have to do it once. Like if it's registered to vote, then you only have to do it one time. And I think I would guess like California has way more lax rules on the driver's license. So that's what the SAVE Act is to try and uniform it. I think an ID kind of covers it. You know what I mean? I don't think we have to go through, I don't know.
I think it's that, like I was talking about, that STAR, the Real ID Act. It
Yeah.
says most states require the same, but there's some exceptions in some states. It doesn't say which ones they are. All 50 states require the typical nationwide requirement of proof of legal presence, birth certificate, passport, proof of social security card, and then proof of utility bill, what state you live in.
But you can get a social security card without being a citizen, right?
That's a good question. Because of the Real ID Act, states had to standardize ID verification. So IDs could be used for commercial flights, federal buildings, and military bases.
I think you get a social security number when you get your citizenship.
I think you get a social security number if you can work here, but you're not a citizen because you have to still.
No, that's a different ID number. That's like a tax ID number kind of thing they give you. I don't think that's a social security number though.
It's like a
It's
permanent resident or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you have to get your citizenship to get a social security number. So it's probably like 4 states who don't fucking require this.
Yeah, could have been.
That's the problem.
But
Yeah, and we know which one of them is probably.
I'm gonna guess California, Minnesota, New York
Michigan.
are 3 of them.
You do not have to be a U.S. citizen to get a Social Security number. The Social Security Administration issues Social Security numbers to both citizens and certain non-citizens, but the reason of eligibility matters. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you went in with like your social security card,
non-citizens authorized to work in U.S. work visas, employment authorization, EADs, some refugees.
so that would be your social security card wouldn't prove citizenship.
But you'd have to have your birth certificate or your passport or whatever in Nebraska and a lot of the other states to prove it. So, I mean, we're right there. The Real ID Act made it real close for every state to be, they just need to actually enforce it. The laws are already there. They just need to be enforced.
Well, I think part of it was can a non-citizen get a driver's license? Because part of the problem is that when you got your driver's license, they automatically enrolled you that was your voter registration. That was done, I don't know, in the 80s.
There
or
are
something.
19 states that do not require proof of citizenship to get a driver's license. California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Hawaii, Illinois, Maryland, Massachusetts, Minnesota, Nevada, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, Oregon, Rhode Island, I believe Washington.
But I think, like I'm
Utah,
saying,
Vermont, Virginia. And
so it would be real easy for them to just put on there, not a U.S. citizen. Because the requirements, like I said, are already there, right? So you could have your Nebraska driver's license because it says, yeah, you can get one, but you got to have more documentation. You got to have your permanent resident card, your work visa, your student visa. But it would just say on your license, not a U.S. citizen. And then it'd be that easy when you go to vote. Then your license.
Well, you shouldn't be registered then to vote.
Exactly. And you should.
And I think that's part of I think that's the reason for the SAVE Act is that there's not enough. There's a lot of non-uniformity. 19 states you don't have to be a citizen, not 50, right? Like you have states where you have to do this. You have states. So that's the uniformity.
Well, that's what I was saying.
Yes.
You would think that it wouldn't be. It's pretty close with the Real ID Act. It just needs to get one more step.
Right.
We
But
just
I
need
think to
one
your
more
point,
step.
Like, I agree with what you were saying is a good step is to just require an ID.
But like in California, it's illegal.
It's illegal to ask.
Yeah, it's illegal to show it.
Even to show it.
Yeah.
But I just think, and like I said, I just think it's kind of asinine. But like, you can ask like, "Oh, hey, can I use your credit card? Can I see your ID to make sure the names match?"
Nobody does that anymore.
No, I know, but
Yeah.
Because you tap, and everyone should tap. If you don't want your credit card stolen, you should tap.
So then you shouldn't have to show an ID to get on a flight. Like, I just don't think it's
Not everyone
I don't think
does.
they're asking for the world to fucking ask for an ID.
No, but once again, and this is where I think people just need to understand that our states have set up to do their own elections, right? So, don't get mad at somebody if they say, "Well, I just don't want the feds involved," because they shouldn't be.
Well, I'm not saying they need to be involved in state and local elections, but if it's a federal election and they want to have,
But that's required. That's also your state election because you're on a single ballot.
yes, but federal law will supersede state law.
I know.
In a
And that's the
federal
point. So if someone is like, I just don't want the feds involved, like, I wouldn't just, you're a fucking traitor, like, at least like understand where they're coming from. They just think the federal government is too powerful and that they shouldn't be involved. It's a state thing. States get to choose their own elections. And so that's the way it is. That's the counter argument. Well, and then the whining about, people don't. they shouldn't have to prove it, their citizenship. That's the Democrat argument.
Well, I mean, obviously 30 passed it that they want IDs shown
Yeah.
in their state election. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, we know what 30 states those are, though. And we know what 20 didn't.
And then there's 19 that don't. There's 19 states that you don't got to be a citizen.
It's probably the same list.
But if you look at like an old, like a majority vote, you know what I mean? Majority of the 50 states voted, it should just carry over to the other 20. Do you get what I'm saying?
No.
Like, if you look at it that way.
No. Not if you believe in the Constitution.
I think, okay.
Not if now, to your point, there is actually article in the Constitution, the Convention of States, to where if 2/3 of the states get together, they can ratify an amendment.
Well, I think we're at 2/3 about there.
But you have to have a Convention of States, and you have to have them come in, and there's a process for it. But they do have.
How we figured out that every state requires a driver's license to drive a car. How did we figure that out?
Okay, so back when we were growing up, it was 18 to drink in Louisiana, right? And the feds did not make a federal law that said you had to be 21. They just said that, well, if you want federal dollars for your interstates, then you're going to have to be 21. And Louisiana held out for a little bit and said, no, we didn't need the money.
Yeah.
And then they did it. So,
But you know what I'm saying? They obviously figured out that they wanted everybody to have a driver's license to drive a car. So I don't know how different that is to say you need to have an ID.
but every state gets to do their own. But that real ID was
The Real ID Act kind of got the ball rolling for everybody to be on the same page. Yeah.
Yeah.
When did that get?
But there are just people out there who want less laws. I'm a person that wants less laws. Like, I'm tired of, like, there's too many laws.
Well, what would you think if they changed it to you have to show a W-2 to vote? Weird how now you're okay with that.
I would not be okay with that.
No. I had some
But I'm not
jokes.
talking about old people because they're.
I'm just saying in general, I don't.
I had jokes in my head, but like none appropriate for the airways.
It took 20 years for the Real ID Act to be implemented. It got voted in May 11th of 2005 under George Bush. And it didn't. And it said May 7th of 2025, full federal enforcement began.
Well, if you flew around that time, the federal enforcement was you couldn't get on a plane if you had an ID from a state that didn't have a real ID.
So yeah, it says the law passed in 2005, but full nationwide enforcement didn't happen until May 7th of 2025.
Yeah, the TSA stuff happened. Like all the signs were at the airports, like leading up to that. Like if you don't have a real ID, you can't get on a plane.
Yeah, so it took 20 years for all the states to gradually. Basically, everybody took their time. Like, oh, we'll get around to it.
The thing is that like you don't have to only renew every 5 years.
I think mine is. I don't know. Yeah, mine might be
Something,
7.
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. So
Some of those states are like 10 years. I think you don't have to do it like.
yeah. So once again, that's different states have their different rules.
But you still have to have one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's 6 years, but basically,
Yeah,
mine's up.
There's no federal.
Mine's up next year.
No federal law for state driving.
I don't think there's a federal law that requires you to have a driver's license. It's all state laws. But every state decided it was a good idea. But they all got to decide. That's the thing. They all got to decide. States are independent to a point.
Yes.
And they should be. They should be independent to a point. I don't want the same rules as fucking California. And the thing is, like, every time something happens, just remember if it flips it. So, like, you're like, well, if 30 states do it, then we all should do it. Well, what if 30 states do something really fucking stupid like ban guns? Do we all do it? Like, that's the thing. You always have to look at the other art. Like, what if something else happens? Like, that's why we're not a democracy. That's why we're a representative republic. The mob doesn't rule. There are checks and balances in because people are stupid, and we can't just allow stupid people to rule. Well, we are doing.
Well,
yeah.
well, actually, you know what? I think they're all actually really intelligent. I mean, I think they're good at the game.
Yeah, they're good at the game. But the Convention of States is to your point. You can write an amendment. You don't have to go through Congress, right? There is there's a mechanism to do that on a state level. It takes 2/3 of the states, so like 36.
Yeah, but it's actually like it's a real formal process.
Yeah.
As a constitutional or amendment convention something.
Yeah, it's called the Convention of States.
Yeah, but like the actual action, like getting everyone together,
Yeah.
to like have an official vote and stuff.
And that's kind of cool.
I'm sorry, Matt. I know you brought your knives in and wanted a real lighthearted podcast, and
No.
I brought up.
I felt like this one. I think like this political conversation. I think has been extremely productive because for the most part, it's not liberals this, right this, like woke this. Like it was talking about a specific topic. Where I think a lot of conversations.
And when I brought up, I was talking about this at face value.
Right,
I think people have the wrong idea to be like, oh, it's socioeconomic. People can't afford an ID. That's not what it's about. Like anybody can get some kind of ID, and it's probably if you don't.
I think
it's
it's a great talking point to bridge the gap between everybody.
Yeah.
'Cause everybody and nobody wants cheaters around in either part of it, right?
So to your point, Brett, that's lazy. And I'm going to say, like, that's lazy.
Because that's the way the news spins. All the media spins it their way.
Yeah.
But that's the liberal talking point to try and do what they do, right? But 70% of Democrats and 80% of
Higher
Americans
than that. It was like 84, 85%
Yeah, it
of
was like
everyone.
80, like
Yeah.
84% of
one
Democrats
ID.
voted.
Yeah.
So that is something that we could
And that's
probably
where the
easily-
representatives
yeah.
aren't representing their party clearly. Because
Well,
if there's a poll that
I think,
says,
but to Tanner's point, like this is specifically saying you have to prove citizenship. The poll only says ID.
Right.
And those two things I think should be teased apart.
Well, they're not the same. They're just not. They're not the same. That doesn't mean that. I think what we're all. I don't think there's a lot of non-citizens that are registering to vote. I just don't think that's happening. I think there's some. I just don't think there's a lot. I will say there was widespread voter fraud because of mail-in ballots. Like that's what you have to fucking deal with. You can't mass mail-in ballot anymore because in some of the states everyone got a ballot. I don't think it was here, but I think in some states everyone on the voter got a ballot on 2020.
Well, I think if you have to show ID, also it will eliminate the
Yes.
dead person voting, the people voting more than once, all these things at multiple voter stands, people just going and voting and voting and voting.
Like that's a
really
simple thing,
Yeah.
and I think they could do that.
Just by
it's just
showing
that's
ID.
not what
well, yeah, but I just hate that that's what they and that was because I had one of my clients was talking about the other day, and like I just hate when they try to act like it's like they try to turn it into not like a race, but they try to make it like a socioeconomic, like someone's. It's like when they said that black people didn't know how to use computers.
right.
You guys want ID for voting? You're racist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's
to
how
say-
they're
to say that
spinning
somebody like,
it. Yeah.
Oh, that person, that's not fair to them because they can't afford an ID. Well, and I don't know, but if you're poor, I assume you can get some kind of state issued ID for probably free. I would assume.
You still got to pay for it, but yeah.
But how much
I mean,
are we
it's like
talking, like-
$15, I think.
Yeah, I mean, we're not talking the world. Like, if I only had to pay $15 to be able to, if you care enough about voting,
Actually,
you have-
I think there is a program to where you can
There
get free ID.
probably is.
But even
it
if
might
you're,
be.
if you're
or
very
someone will help you out with it.
about an election,
You have to look
I'm
at state level.
I'm sure you could find $15 to get an ID. You know what I mean? Like, but I just hate it when they try to use it like it's suppressing the vote and it's holding people back because they can't. That's like a terrible excuse. Like you said, if it's a citizenship thing, there's a little more work entailed in that to get that all like whatever. But just to throw out it's going to voter suppression of poor people or people of different races. I like that has nothing to do with anything.
Right.
Like you're
no,
just,
that's a lazy. That's a
like
that-
I said, like in 2020 when they said that black people can't use computers.
Well, so
Like that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
that's where I think the true racism lies is in racism of low expectations.
Yeah,
Right.
just assuming like, oh, you're poor, you're this race.
Well,
or
if
that
you have
race,
a
you can't
phone,
figure that out.
you use a computer every day.
Yeah, like if you can go back and there's Ami Horowitz. I think he has a video where he went to Berkeley and he's asking a bunch of these like uppity white people basically about like voter ID, right? And they're like, well, like a lot of times they don't know where the DMV's at, or
That's
like,
so dumb.
but this is what they're saying. But they're saying it
Yeah.
in this enlightened, like they think they're enlightened, right? And then he goes to like Bronx. And he's like, the lady's like, what do you mean we don't know where the DMV's at? Or I got a phone, like they're offended, right? Like because that's racism by low expectation, and
Dude,
it's
I'm white.
fucking annoying.
I'm white with a phone, and there's a lot of things I don't know where they're at. Like,
I can't even put my underwear on right.
You've been driving. You've been
fuck.
driving like the same way you drive forever, and all of a sudden one day you're like, "No shit, that's there. I did not even know that was there." Yeah, I just hate the flipping the excuses, and that's the media does it both ways, and they make excuses. But yeah, just to make it like you're holding someone back, like no.
I think ID is completely valid. I think it would have been a nice way to go. I think it's a lot easier, right? It solves 98% 8% of the problem.
Well, and this goes to my other thing is too, is it should be, which me and my client, we did agree on, they should be one issue bills that's written in like a layman's terms so all of us can understand it. And then you can write the legal jargon, whatever you need to make it go through whatever. But yeah, because then they could have said in this 1-page bill, hey, you have to have proof of citizenship to get your real ID so you can vote.
Or I'm just saying, you could have just said you have to show an ID at time of voting. Does that solve every problem?
No.
Yeah.
But it's
gets you a
super
lot
fucking
closer.
easier.
It gets you a lot closer.
1 page instead of being like, hey, you have to show a need of a vote. And then we're going to allocate like $20 million for this program over here. That has nothing to do with anything we're talking about. And then we're going to build this thing over here.
I mean, I will say, I guess, as I'm thinking through, I'm guessing, since every state does have their own, 19 states don't have to prove citizenship, right, to get a driver's license. That's probably the reason why they're doing the citizenship thing. Like, you have to do it once. Once you're registered to vote, you're done, right? But that way it's uniform, because the ID does solve most of the problems, but in the 19 states it could. And if those states decide, well, we'll show the feds, like, we'll just loosen our ID requirements so everyone can get an ID. You know what I mean? Like, you could see it. You could see a state, just California, doing that.
Yeah.
So, like, I kind of get it. But,
Yeah,
for Nebraska, showing an ID basically means you prove citizenship for the most part.
you can still get an ID in Nebraska, or a driver's license in Nebraska
Without
if you're not a citizen, but you have to show that you
Several
are
forms.
allowed to be here. You
Yes.
got to have a student visa, a work visa, But like I said, it'd be real easy just to put on there at the DMV, non-citizen driver's license, U.S. citizen. There could be a line at the top that says U.S. citizen, and then right before it, if you aren't, it says non. I mean, that'd be very
they have
easy,
the
right?
under 21 until.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
They just have your ID go
It's
up and
vertical.
down.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was, it just said under 21.
Well,
until
now
the
they're
state.
vertical.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it was red and I think ours was red.
yeah,
Like,
ours were red. I
red
think
and blue.
Your photo was red. Your photo was a different color. The background of your photo was a different color if you weren't old.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Ours just had just the red writing.
It
over
was
your
blue
picture.
if
It says
you.
under
It
21.
was blue if you were underage. It was red if you.
But
were
now if you're
21.
if you're under 21,
Yeah, they do vertical license.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It would be.
Yeah, and like you said, like Chris said, like Matt said, I think it's not an argument to one side or the other. I just think, especially because the polls, whatever surveys show that people aren't against the ID part of it.
no.
So, yeah, that was a pretty civilized political conversation.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one trusts the postal service. what we
And for
I was so worried. So back to the knives, right? Montana Knife Company ships everything through the postal service, and our post office folks will sometimes set shit down on our mailbox, which is down on the main road, like a quarter mile from our house. And so I was really worried that
Somebody was gonna
sit
take it.
down there, and someone's going to come by, and I was like, dude,
if you're ever worried, you could just ship it here,
I might.
but it might get lost in the network.
It might get lost in there somewhere.
I had a package one day, and the mailman came, and it said it's supposed to be delivered today, and then it wasn't. And I said, where is this? He goes, oh, I think I know where that's at. And he leaves and comes back 10 minutes later with it.
Well, the funny thing, specific to these, I ordered them on a Thursday, and they're like, hey, expected delivery on the following Thursday. And then they showed up on Monday through the post office.
Yeah. The worst is when they say, at least for businesses, Saturday delivery, and they'll be like, oh, attempted delivery, the business wasn't open.
It's like, we're open.
Oh, man, that's...
Not on my watch.
Yeah.
Sons of bitches.
But, you guys got anything else? We've made it 3 years.
Yeah.
It's not
It's
bad.
impressive.
You guys got anything else?
Right on.
Chris will be out for 6 weeks probably. We won't see him again.
Yeah. It's 2 in a row here.
I just
Bye, Chris.
looked down and saw a Dober signature here. Dude, he freaking
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about that.
he knocked that guy out, but he's so sensitive about the Dober memes.
Well, it's kind of. I talked to him the other day, and I mean, it's his niece is getting made fun of in school for it
I know.
and shit like that. Like it was like him and I talked about. Like it was funny 3 years ago when it started.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it gets super old, especially because he's not like that at all. Like,
I know.
Not even like a little bit. Like there's probably some of us out there that's probably like, maybe a little bit, but
On Instagram, it was him and there's a black guy with him, right? They were watching the fight.
it's him, Curtis Blades.
Yeah. And Curtis started laughing. He goes, yep. Like you could just tell. He's like, yep, it's happening. Like Dober's all pissed off after the fight. He just looks mad. He's like, I already knew the memes were coming.
Yeah, it kind of sucks for him in that part of it, but he had a great fight though. I mean, and when I was talking to Drew, I said, dude, that Michael Johnson, that's who he fought, right?
Yeah.
I was like, they should just get rid of that dude. This is his second fight where the betting odds got weird. They pulled his last fight because the betting odds like shifted so dramatically. They pulled him off the card. And this one, there were rumors that they were going to pull the fight because the betting odds shifted so much. Like within I think it was like 6 or 8 hours, it went from that guy being the favorite to Drew being like a wide margin favorite.
Oh.
And I don't know what, like MGM took the fight off. They took the odds off for Drew's fight. It's a weird deal. But he texted me last night. He's going to be here for the Ed Cohen Classic. He's planning on coming out and hanging out. But also that's his 11th knockout.
Yep, he's a leader.
He's up by 2, and the people below him that have 9, 7, and 5, like none of them fight anymore. So
Yeah, he's an all-time knockout leader at lightweight.
So I was talking to one of the guys that comes in here, and I was like, "What do you think they have for like that would be like a UFC like their Hall of Fame statistics? Like what puts you in there? You know what I mean? Like longevity. If he holds that record for a long time, is that like a qualification to be like a UFC Hall of Fame? I don't know what their standards are."
I mean, honestly, in the fight game, like to be there as long as he has been, and to be like, I know he was never like number 1, right?
He's been ranked multiple times.
Yeah, but but he's never been like the champ.
Yeah.
But like the longevity in the fight game has to count for something.
Yeah. I mean, he's 38 now.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll be 39 in October.
Yeah.
So, but
dude, that left was fucking on the butt.
Man, that guy bit for the right and then just got fucking boom.
Yeah.
And that dude was fast though. I mean, he caught Drew a couple times. Nothing crazy, but he was fast. And also on that other thing, Drew doesn't pick his opponents.
Yeah.
On the memes, he doesn't pick his opponents. And
No.
what you can do not win so people don't say shit about you. And besides, he beat up a white dude last time.
Yeah. But here's the thing, it's the internet, right? And
How about we talk about the BMF fight? How fucking terrible that was.
Yeah.
I fell asleep.
You're gonna fight for a belt that stands for bad motherfucker, and you're gonna lay on each other the whole time.
Yeah.
Drew should have got the BMF fight. He had the best knockout.
Yeah. Well, I think did he get fight of the night again?
Now that it's called performance bonuses now.
Oh, he got bonus though.
Yeah, it's like $100,000 now. That's awesome.
Good.
So, yeah, he plans on being back here for the meet in May unless something crazy happens. But
Cool.
so if you're gonna come out for the meet, you can meet the knockout leader.
Yeah.
Maybe let him hit you. Last time when he was here, I go, Drew, Ed wants you to punch him in the shoulder as hard as you can. I never said that. I did not say that. So, but yeah, it was a good fight for Drew. He's good people. So,
Yeah.
all right, guys, got anything else? Matt?
Nope.
Matt's going to try not to cut himself this whole week with these new knives. So,
Yeah,
he's already
probably.
lost the battle once.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. I'm totally going to.
And he's going to put his underwear on, right? So,
Yep, that's probably
everybody,
task number 1.
everybody do
after
yourself
that.
and check your underwear out there.
Weekly goals.
All right, like, subscribe, share, follow. We appreciate you listening. We'll see you next time.